So that's a really useful step in the process of making a documentary, choosing it, thinking about crises that may occur. And the other thing that's pretty impressive, and you're sort of a specialist in the production end of things, is the ways in which you've managed to market your films and get them sort of exposure. You know, do you have any advice for people along those lines?
Well, I'd say for people who have finished a documentary and have it in a festival, that it's really important to not just let it in there. So many filmmakers are happy, and rightly so, that their film was good enough to get into a festival.
Mm-hmm.
Then they just let it lie there, and they don't do any more marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Festivals are struggling to get to publicize all of the films that are in the festival. Some are very large. They have 300 films screening. They can't possibly do much for you other than provide you with the venue,
right,
have your listing, your screening time, and then it becomes up to you to get butts in the seats.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have some angle that, you know, some audience that you're targeting that you can reach easily through blogs or postcards, if they're, you know, a certain group you're trying to get, just think of creative ways to reach those people.
Mm-hmm.
For Monster Camp, we went to a festival called CineQuest in San Jose where they show all the films in one theater with 16 screens.
Wow.
The nice thing about that was we could do all of our marketing right out at the box office in this pedestrian mall area. So we put on some padded weapons like they use in the documentary, and we did fighting demonstrations, live action role playing, and we handed people postcards telling them when our movie was screening and where.
You didn't actually threaten them with your weapons to...
No, but we also let them try to play. So we did demonstrations, and then we would invite people to try it. And so we had some activity really going on, and people were drawn to that and wanted to know more about what was happening.
That's a wonderful idea. Is there any other advice or opinions you have about not only documentary making, but the independent filmmaking process you'd like to pass on?
I would say that there's good and bad things about trying to make a film entirely on your own.
Mm-hmm.
The good thing is that you have total control over the movie. It ends up being exactly what you want.
Mm-hmm.
The bad thing is that you can look like an egomaniac, and you know, you can list yourself as having 15,000 credits in the film. You know, at the end of the film, the credits roll, and your name appears 20 times. I don't think that's very good.
Yeah.
I did some research recently because that's my pet peeve. I'll just say it. I did some research. I looked at Steven Spielberg, Woody Allen, and Jerry Seinfeld.
Three big name auteur type.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, you know Steven Spielberg and Woody Allen and Jerry Seinfeld, they write, direct, act, all of that stuff. For their materials, I never noticed them taking more than credits for 3 jobs. So they limited it to 3. Once you get past 3 and you have yourself listed as writer, director, producer, actor, grip, editor, lighting, you know,
catering,
whatever, it's just, people that turns them off somehow.
Right.
So I think it's a good idea to spread the credit around, or just take the top 3 credits that you want and just don't worry about the rest. You know?
And do you think that actually having more people involved in the process then makes the movie more engaging?
I think that movies are always better if they have a team of people working on them. And if you can relinquish some control over what's happening. It's a collaborative process. Everyone is working to create this end product. And just like anything that's created, it ends up being much better if everyone's allowed to contribute.